Welcome to He Carries Me Over Ministries cooking show. While the name will not be changed, the format will. We are going to get into healthier things. Herbal healers. But I must tell you this. As a matter of fact, it is the federal law that I tell you this. Before you engage in any kind of medical herbs, in your own doctor prescriptions, talk to your medical provider about medical herbs. Could you take some of it? 99.99% of the change, he's going to say no. Because medical herbs can interfere with your medication. Medical herbs are entirely different than cooking herbs, like oregano, thyme. These are cooking herbs. Medical herbs like burdock, sarsaparilla, comfrey, and the list goes on. These are medical herbs, not your cooking herbs. So talk to your medical provider about taking some medical herbs, because these can interfere with your medication. We are going to go through this once a month for 1 year, a healthier you. After 1 year, there's a guarantee, people, that doing your checkup, your annual checkup, things are going to change for you. This is the fourth time that I went into this. Me and Bob cannot keep up with it. But we are now. I'm going to put my foot down. We are going to keep up with this for 1 year. After 1 year, we're going to see just exactly what I mean by healthier you. Today we're going to go through an introduction of it. We're not going, because it's going to take time, people. You're going to have to learn what kind of foods are carcinogenic. Carcinogenic does not cause cancer. It is chemicals that helps to feed the cancer cell. The cancer cell is already in our system. It is. Now we know about cell division. When a cell comes back, a very weak cell, a bigger, healthier cell will run up to that little cell and take away its brains, leaving this little cell to run wild as a free radical. Now, free radical is a word that comes from the 1960s. Means to run wild without a purpose. And you'd have to agree that some of those back in the 60s did just that. They run wild without a purpose. That's a free radical. This cell is the same way. It runs wild without a purpose. But yet it is very venomous. Because remember, that big cell took its brain. This cell becomes venomous and will attack anything. That is where, let's suppose this little cell is a radical, free radical, running wild. And suddenly it attacks the liver. Carcinogenics, a chemical that helps to feed the cancer cell. So you got it on the liver. Helps to feed the cancer cell. After a while, it's going to go bad, worse, until it eats your liver, causing liver cancer. See, the carcinogenic chemicals that we take in that helps to feed the cancer cell. It does not cause cancer. It helps to feed the cancer cell. And as we go on into this, you will find they're everywhere. They're in the foods that we eat. They're in the air that we breathe. They're man-made and they're naturally made. Rocks soil. You will find this stuff in rocks and soil. We found this out when talcum powder got on the news. The main cause of ovarian cancer. Talcum powder. Where did this talcum powder come from? It comes from an asbestos stone. Asbestos, I think that's what you pronounce it, asbestos stone. Asbestos is one of the biggest carcinogenics on the face of the earth. That's what they made this talcum powder out of. That stone. And it's the main cause of ovarian cancer. While breast cancer is the oldest known cancer. It goes back to the BC time, the ancient times. All other forms of cancer came on after 1840, during the industrial age. Talcum cancer come in after 1840. So did prostate cancer, lung cancer, brain cancer. Sadly, they know a cause of a lot of these cancers. What chemical causes them? Not cause them, but feeds the cancer cell. But sadly, breast cancer is so complicated that one thing is not fed the cancer cell. It takes multiple things that feeds it. Sheryl Crow, the legendary Sheryl Crow, claimed one time that her bowl of water caused her breast cancer. And it caused a panic. Water is not a cause of breast cancer, although water is a cause of some forms of brain cancer. But it's not it does not help to feed the cancer cell of breast cancer. So see, that is very complicated cancer. It's breast cancer. There were no known cure back in the BC times, and there is no known cure today. Well, a lot of cancer, there is a cure for it. Breast cancer is not one of them. It still remains uncurable. What we're going to do today, just like I said, it's going to be an introduction. Because you're going to have to go through all of this. And then in June, we're going to start cooking more healthier foods. There is a little fruit that I want to bring to your attention. The tangerine. Now, when you peel a tangerine, there's a little oil that comes off of it. It's right on there. Do not throw these peelings away. Eat a little bit of that peel. Because that oil that is coming off is called tangerine. This is going through medical science even today. Because this little oil that you're getting on your fingertips helps to slow leukemia. It slows it down. That little oil right there, it's on that right there. So the next time you peel one of those, I bet just eat some of the peel. Because you're getting that tangerine, which slows leukemia. It slows the growth of the leukemia cells. Can also help prevent prostate and breast cancer by hindering or restraining the cancer cell to increase in number. It even says breast cancer. It hinders it from growing in numbers. That little thing, that little oil on the tangerine, so I want you to remember that. The tangerine. Now we'll be going through all this throughout the month. We will meet here once a month for this. But for now, I'm going to leave you with one thing I want you to do for the rest of this month. Is I want you to find a place to sit. Do this once a day. Preferably under a moonlight. In a window. Your bedroom window. That is, if it's not pointing toward a neighbor. Because you sure don't want nobody looking in on you. Sit in that chair. Nude. And let that moonlight cover you. People, you will find that this is one of the most cooling. It is. It's cooling to your skin. But while you're doing that, I want you to put a little commode right there in the back of your skull. Now people, this is mind over matter. Put it right there in the back of your skull. And I want you to sit there. And I want you to think about your medical condition, whatever it is. Diabetes, heart trouble, cancer, high blood pressure. And I want you to think about whatever it is. Now I want you to think more about it. Is it a liquid or is it a solid? If it is a solid, I want you to take your hammer and I want you to beat it up. Just beat it into pieces. Now what color is it? Now if it's black or red, it's going to take a long time. Because black and red, it's going to take a long time. But I want you to beat it up if it's a solid. Just beat it up. Now I want you to take it and put it in that commode in the back of your skull. And now flush it. Feel it going down your spine as you flush that commode. And let it all go down to your anal region. Because this is a part of your body that's expelling things that you do not need. And when you put this disease down there, your body don't need it. Do that for 1 month. Now if you can't find moonlight in your bedroom window, then you don't really have to have the moonlight. You can sit in your favorite chair and think. Just let your mind go. Take 15 minutes and just think about what you have. What is it that you have? High blood pressure? Diabetes? Then flush it out of your system. Flush it and just let it flush right down your spine. Mind over matter. Your body can heal itself. But we got to make it stronger. And that is where this all comes in at. You're going to learn about foods that are really dangerous for us. You're going to learn about foods that's good for us, that has chemicals in it that fights that bad cell, such as grapes. Grapes has a tannin. Tannin will put a thin layer around your good cell, leaving the bad cell to commit cell suicide or die off itself. But we can't overindulge in grapes. 8 to 14 a daily is all you need. We can't eat them by the truckload. We all have a habit of eating too much of it. Just like medical herbs. I had this woman on some medical herbs, burdock. A small glass of it a daily. Well, I talked to her and she said, you know, I'm drinking 4 glasses a day of it. That's too much. When you get on medical herbs, think about it as a medication that your doctor just prescribed to you. If he says 1 heart pill daily, you're not going to take 2. That's the same way with these medical herbs. If I say a small glass in the morning of burdock, weak burdock, people, that's all you're going to do. Please don't make no 2 or 3 glasses of it a day, because it can become dangerous. Dangerous as if taking an overdose of your prescribed drugs from your doctor. Medical herbs are like that. Medical herbs. They're not cooking herbs, people. These are medical herbs. You must find out that your plasma, which is your blood, is made up of sugar and salt. And I know your doctor says, hey, you know, no more salt. No more sugar. But to deny your system, your blood, and your plasma this is you're going to, well, you're asking for trouble. But you have to go by the fruits that you eat too, because these contain sugar. Did you know that your body needs 1/5 teaspoon of salt daily? 1/5 teaspoon of sugar daily. But you have to watch where you're getting that, because we can get too much and it causes problems. You will find out that too much of it is going to cause problems. Now I'll leave you today with that little thing that you can do 1 month between now and next month. It's just sit and think about your medical problem. Flush it down that commode in the back of your skull. Until next month.